Hey you guys, it's Amelia, and it's Saturday. The horses have all been super this week. So today's topic is maybe not the most educational, but hopefully somewhat entertaining. So 10 things you maybe probably didn't know about me. The first thing, which is a little embarrassing, is that my socks almost always never match. So yes, that holds true for today. I'll show you. Okay, there's today's socks. We have Santa, dog, and stripes. But basically my motto in life is that life is too short to waste time matching your socks when you could be riding your horse. The second thing you maybe didn't know about me is that I have a degree in molecular, cellular, and developmental biology. I never imagined that I would be a professional rider. I always figured that I would have like a real job, you know, like a vet or a lawyer or some big shot job, and that I would work my butt off to be able to afford my horses. So I really feel like I'm living the dream with riding and training and getting to do what I love all day long, every day. So the next thing, my favorite movement in dressage, I have three. Those would be piaffe, passage, and pirouettes. I feel like these three movements really are the pinnacle of dressage. They're what we work years and years and years to be able to achieve. So when you're sitting on a horse that's effortlessly doing piaffe, passage, and pirouettes, it doesn't get better than that. So those are definitely my favorite movements. Okay, number 4, my most embarrassing show moment ever. So there was this time when I was showing Trump, and Trump is the first horse that I trained from 3-year-old all the way up to Grand Prix. But he went through some pretty terrible times when he was 6 and 7. There was one time I was showing Trump at the LA Equestrian Center, and he was being really bad. Like, he reared up and squealed when I was going around the edge of the arena. And then in the canter work a few times, he really tried to buck me off. And the judge got up and she asked, "Do you want to keep riding your test?" And I was so mad. I was like, yes, I'm going to finish my test. I was so determined, but definitely by the time I got back to the barn, I'm pretty sure I was in tears. So that was my most embarrassing show moment ever. Okay, number 5 is how many horses do I have? I have 2.5 horses. This is Gatsby. Gatsby is Sir Donner Hall and Jazz. This year he's 7, and I'm really excited about him. Okay, so this is Harvey here, and Harvey is my second horse. He's Shamur and Tushinsky, and he's checking out the camera. Oh, he's like the sweetest thing ever. Here's something funny. I always hang his halter up and he always pulls it off. Let's see if he'll do it on film. Hey, okay, your halter goes on the hook, right? The halter goes on the hook, and he does not approve of his halter being on the hook ever. Do you? And then the half of a horse I have is actually right now with my brother, and he's 5 this year. He's first in ball and diamond hit. I better remember all the breeding. But so I have 2.5 horses, and they're all young and up and coming, and I really like to start at the beginning and train them all the way to the Grand Prix. That's my goal for all the horses. I think it's really like the only way that you can do it right and get to know your horses and have that partnership and that relationship. So I'm looking forward to seeing how all 3 of these guys develop. Okay, number 7, I have a dog named Levi, and he's the best dog ever. I'm going to show you his trick. Levi, it's time to do your trick. Come here. have a treat. Levi, sit. Good boy. Levi, lie down. Roll over. Roll over. Oh, good boy. Good job. See, so not only can I train horses, I can also train dogs. Okay, number 8. My favorite thing about living in California is definitely the ocean. Like, it's so beautiful to just go out there, lay on the beach, listen to the waves. The weather's always good, and I love it here. It's a wonderful place to live. Number 9 is the hardest horse I've ever trained is Trump. And he's a horse that I started when he was a 3-year-old, and I actually got him all the way to the Grand Prix, but it was so hard. He was part thoroughbred, and he would get really worked up and anxious if you put pressure on him, and he was also pretty spooky. So he was a real challenge for me, and I'm so grateful looking back to have had him and to persevere and train him all the way up the levels, because I learned just so much from that horse. You know, I learned how to train, but also just how to be determined and just keep chipping away until you were there. So that was really fun. And number 10, my advice to all of you guys, my viewers, is to just ride, ride, ride. As much as you can ride, it doesn't matter what you're riding, if it's fancy, if it's old, if it's young, if it's green, if it's trained, but if you really want to be good at this, just ride, spend time with your horse, watch other people ride, watch videos, read books. It's really a way of life, and you have to put the time in. So this was today's fun video. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Bye.